Swat! What's up, everybody? It's your main man Bennett back here and again, and welcome back to the Nut Your Mama's Fantasy Football League Volume 7. It's the Week 11 Power Rankings. Let's go and get into it. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to go with 12th place team. 12th place team is Team Rob's 0-11. Staying at 12, obviously. I love my brother. Puka Nakua, Brees Hall combined for like 50 points. That's pretty good. But still didn't get the win, damn it. You know, pretty epic. If he was 11-0, it'd be another story, wouldn't it? We're going to move on to the 11th place team in these here rankings. And it's the Ghost of Bongtown. Moving down a slot. The Ghost lost to the Dynasty, but it was great, having you by. Loved you and the family. Holiday season. I'm just blowing kisses this video. Hey, 11th place, not where Andrew wants to be. So we're going to move on to 10th place team. 10th place team in each year rankings, and it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. It's going to be Betta with Chedda. Betta with Chedda down to. Ben had a rough go of it. He went against McDicker Pitts. Heck, anybody going against McDicker Pitts, am I right? But, this is a recurring problem for Ben, is going up against the guy that scores the most, even though his 135 points, it would have beat anybody besides Tanner. But, stuff happens. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. And, rooting for you to have a great weekend. So we're going to move on to 9th place team. 9th place team. The 9th place team up 2 spots, and it's Dork. Dork coming in at 9, 4-7. Randy got it done. When Saquon Barkley and the Houston Texans combined for over 50 points, probably going to have a good time. So, Randy wins. And if he would like, back-to-back weeks beating Corey, and then he can beat, back-to-back So, that'd be kind of fun. We're going to move on to the 8th place team. 8th place team in these year rankings, and it is the Quin Dynasty. All the way up at 8. Wow. Just feel really just happy to be participating. 5 and 6, up a slot, got the win. Taking on the Fancy Lads this week, and my hope for my season is just to screw with him. So, we're going to move on to the 7th place team. 7th place team in these year rankings, and it is Kids College Funds Baby. Coming in at 6 and 5. What a shame. What a shame indeed. Staying right here at 7, 6 and 5, or down a slot, 6 and 5. But are the alarm bells ringing in this household? Is there too much ground to cover? I don't know. 6 and 5. You're only 2 games out of first place, but with only 4 games left, you got to make sure that you get some winning going on. So think about that when you're putting your kids to sleep tonight. We're going to move on to the 6th place team. 6th place team in these year rankings, down 3 slots, and it's Master Cook. Allen could have separated himself, been one of the top dogs, but instead he must be one of the bottom dogs. Still a dog, but not at the top. Lost to Grand Salami time, which, hey, happens. But he also only put up about 70-something points. And that don't impress me much. It was the least amount of points scored by anybody this week, in fact. So, sit on that. Down in the rankings you go. That was my notes. Down you go. That being said, Allen may be 6th place, but he's really just a couple wins away from being at the top. At 7-4, shut the door, right? So there are 7-4 teams at present. We're going to move on to another one who is in my power rankings at 5th place, and it's Usain. Way to go, baby. Yeah. It's Darren's team. He's up 2 slots because he won. But not just because he won. Darren's a gunslinger. He might not even know what he don't know. Or he know that he don't know. But I don't think I would. I mean, Bo Nix, that's a gunslinger. When Bo Nix and Joe Mixon, if you don't know, when I called Joe Mixon, I called him Joe Mix. So when Bo Nix and Joe Mix combined for 70 points, wow, there you go. Gonna have a good time. He takes on Team Robs this week. So that's usually been an automatic win for literally 11 weeks in a row. Will that trend continue? Or will somehow get screwed up now and derail Darren's playoff hopes? Who knows? Time will tell. We're going to go on to the 4th place team. 4th place team in these rankings, and it's McDicker Pitts. Ah, man, it's good to be here, isn't it? Top 4 team, and it's McDicker Pitts. Got the win. Dark horse. The dark horse, philosophically, if the dark horse is starting to come alive, does it get darker? Or does the dark horse become more of like a palomino or like a speckled pony? We're not talking Black Beauty anymore. We're talking, maybe more like a sea biscuit. Tanner scored a lot of points, scored 152.12 points, in fact. It's the most scored by anybody all year. He takes on the Moldy Biscuits this week, and now that is what we're talking about. Honeymoon's over. Tanner's like a rat that's been living off of rat juice in the gutter, and he's creeping and crawling. That's what it seems like. That's what it feels like. That's for me, outside looking in. I feel like Michael, on the other hand, has just been winning while he's been jet-setting all around to these international locations, like some sort of, jet-setter, world traveler. Passport getting stamped. Meanwhile, Tanner, waiver wire. But they're both 7-4. 4th place, 3rd place coming at you. That's going to be a good matchup there. We're going to go ahead and we're going to move on to the 3rd place team. 3rd place team, 4th place, McDicker Pitts, 4th, Moldy Biscuits, 3rd. But the reality is, I do think that the Moldy Biscuits are the best 7-4 team. Mainly because Lamar Jackson isn't going to put up 16 points like he done did. He ain't going to do that no ever again. So that was a down week for Michael. He allowed everyone to have this feeling that they are competing. But really, this team is superior. However, the McDicker Pitts, that matchup, it's like, what's going to happen there? We're going to move on to the 2nd place team. 2nd place team in these year rankings, and it's the Fancy Lads. Fancy Lads are 8-3, up 2 slots. Whitney got the win. There are only 2 teams with such a record of 8-3, and the timing could not be better to try and separate yourself, even by just 1 game. Basically tied for 1st place. This team's good, but it's not. Doesn't blow my skirt over my boobs, So, but he's got some good matchups coming up. He can just ice this thing out if he wants. So Whitney, hey, my blessings to you. Real playoff push Whitney. Don't want to mess with the Fancy Lads. We're going to, of course, come to the first place team. First place team, same as last week. Grand Salami time. Grand Salami time. Katie got the win, and that's what you do when you're on top and you want to stay on the tippy top. You get the win. There were teams that scored more, but at the end of the day, just if you put all the cards on the table, she's got Joe Burrow, that St. Brown, James Cook, etc. Good players here that are just going to keep progressing and pushing, putting up consistently solid numbers. So that's the best we got with four matches left. You know where you're at, probably. Probably need things to plinko your way. Unless you're one of the top teams, in which case, don't plinko yourself out of the playoffs. Could happen. There's some hungry teams out there that are scratching. They want that crown, that digital crown in the intro. They want that on top of their head. Put that Burger King crown on top of your head. Okay, that's all I got. Blessings to you, and so sorry.